Hello, everyone. Today, I'll be sharing with you what's the difference between store design and product detail page design. This seems like a basic question, but it's been a source of confusion for many sellers for a long time. Many people doing e-commerce often conflate these two things. If the page isn't selling well, is it because the design isn't good enough? Should the product detail page match the store's style? Which should be done first and which later? But if you really treat store design and product detail page design as the same thing, the result is often only one. Money is spent, images are created, but the results are consistently inconsistent. Below, I won't discuss it from a design perspective, but rather from three levels: function, role, and stages, to clearly break down these two things. First, let's give a core distinction. If we were to differentiate them in one sentence, store design addresses who you are and whether you are trustworthy. Product detail page design addresses, is this product worth buying? One is responsible for overall judgment. The other is responsible for individual product decisions. If these two roles are reversed, even the most visually appealing page will struggle to generate conversions. 2. Why do many sellers confuse the two? Because in practice, they both appear to involve page design. For example, both require images, both require layout, both require text. Therefore, many people assume store design, part of the product detail page, or the product detail page, an extension of store design. But this is a very dangerous understanding because they address completely different user states. Third, store design, in essence, is about making an overall trust assessment. When a user first enters your store, their state is usually unfamiliar with you, unsure of you, undecided about what to buy. At this point, they will instinctively judge: is this store reliable? Has it been operating long term? Is it worth my time here? And store design plays a crucial role at this stage. It doesn't solve the problem of closing a sale, but rather making users want to stay, want them to continue browsing, and want them to click on a particular product. Therefore, the core of store design is overall feel and stability. Product detail page design is essentially about persuading users about a single product. When a user clicks on the product detail page, their state has already changed. They are already interested in a product, are making specific comparisons, and are hesitating whether to place an order. At this point, the questions they need to be answered are: what problem does this product solve? How is it different from other products? Why should I buy it now? These questions are all answered by the product detail page design. Therefore, the core of product detail page design is clear explanation and eliminating concerns. A common mistake: using product detail page logic for store design. Many store design failures stem from this problem. For example, the homepage is crammed with parameters. Numerous product selling points are explained. Every module looks like a product detail page. The result is information density is too high. Users are turned off before trust can be built. They have no idea where to start. This is applying the logic of a sales page to an entry page. Another common mistake: using decoration logic for detail pages. Conversely, many detail page problems come from the other extreme. For example, the page is beautiful, the style is consistent, the atmosphere is strong, but after viewing it, you don't know what the product advantages are. You have to find the key information yourself. There's no explanation for points of hesitation. This is applying the logic of an image page to a sales page. 5 key differences between the two at the professional level. Let's break down the differences directly. 1. Different focuses: store decoration, overall, stable, first impression product details. Page, design, specific, clear, persuasive. 2. Different user states: store, decoration, observation and judgment stage product details. Page design, comparison and decision making. Stage 3, different information, density store decoration, less but more product details. Page design, more but clear. 4, different design focus. Store decoration, structure and rhythm. Product details. Page design, logic and expression. 5, different modification frequency store. Decoration, relatively stable product details. Page design, frequently adjusted based on products and promotions. Understanding these 5 points will basically prevent confusion. The correct order, which should be done first? The answer actually depends on the stage. In the 0 to 1 stage, the product details page usually has a higher priority because you need to complete the transaction verification first. In the stable operation phase, the importance of store design will rapidly increase because you begin to require overall trust and efficiency. It's not an either-or choice, but rather a different stage with different priorities. A truly mature approach is to let both perform their respective functions. A mature e-commerce system must be like this. Store design is responsible for unifying style, building trust, and guiding the user path. Product detail page design is responsible for clearly explaining the product, resolving questions, and driving orders. They complement each other, rather than substituting for one another. In short, store design is about making users want to stay. Product detail page design is about helping users ultimately make a decision. Understanding the boundaries between these two tasks will ensure that every image you create and every redesign you make is not a waste of effort.